All right, Antoine, what's on deck for you?
For me, point and click is a lot of nostalgia. So just for our younger listener, if we have young listeners, I don't know. Point and click is not a big, massive genre these days. I mean, the latest I played was Deponia, which was quite nice actually, 3 or 4 games, which was really cool, but not very complex. You have to realize that in the 90s, it was a massive part of video games, point and click. You had lots of different styles like Baphomet. Baphomet was more like police detective work. You had Myst if you want to bang your head on the wall. And of course, you had Adventure with Indiana Jones and point and click. And I really liked myself the funny comic one because LucasArts made great many ones. Day of the Tentacle, Grim Fandango, Monkey Island. That was not LucasArts, but Monkey Island. If you never play this one, I think you have remasters of all of the most of these have remasters these days, which you can find easily on Steam. I advise that you just pick one. I think I did. Yeah, thanks Adam for putting Grim Fandango. But I think I played Day of the Tentacle like 3 or 4 years ago. Of course, it was very convoluted, and that's what I really like about this. It was extremely funny and it made no sense. I remember a scene, for instance, in Monkey Island where you need to recruit a crew for your pirate ship, and the guy said, "I'm gonna join you if you find me gold." And you have to do what you have to do is find a way to make him spit his hard candy, go to see an old kind of a restaurant owner who has one gold tooth, make it bite onto the hard candy so that it would dislodge, make him blow a bubble gum so that the dislodged gold tooth would go into the balloon, pop the balloon, get. It was extremely long and it was absolutely not intuitive and it was extremely funny. And you might know by now that I love dark humor. And if you do like that, I really advise you to play Sam and Max. Just Sam and Max, just the introduction scene will give you a bit the atmosphere of the game. It's extremely funny, and the poor Max, which is the rabbit, is gonna get hurt a lot, but he's always happy about it. Like for instance, one of the first scene of the game, you get out on the street, you need a key, and you have to, of course, point and click and try to find where the key would be. And what you have to do is there's a cute little cat on the side of the street. Take Sam, the big dog over there, take the cat, put your hand in the cat like a glove, go around and you found the key. It's stupid, but I really love it. Or later, at some point, you need to re-put electricity in some kind of amusement park. You have to go into the ghost train or something like this, and you see the fuse box. Take your rabbit, put his face into the fuse box. It worked! Yay! It makes me like cry laughing for hours. That's why I really like point and click, and I really like to go sometimes back on Steam and see. Yeah, you can see there Sam and Max. I played the first one, but I see that there are more now. I don't know if they're as good as the original ones, but from time to time, and I know it's very hard. I just said it's very convoluted. It's okay to play with a solution because sometimes you just can't find it. It's just too weird. But don't let that stop you because it's extremely funny. So just put a solution if you're really stuck. And even sometimes you're like you don't understand what you're supposed to do, and you'll be, what if I try this with this? It makes no sense. Oh, it works, and you're so proud of yourself. Like, hey, I got this one by myself. That's a bit the feeling that I had, when I was like, I don't know, 14, 15. I could do this, and I was like, I'm so proud of myself. It was so complex. So yeah, that's a bit of my take. It's a lot of nostalgia, and I really like to play a good point and click, from time to time, just for fun, just to relax.
Antoine, a
Uh,
question for you. What do you think the genre has been quote unquote dying out?
So you're the programmer guy, so you will tell me, but I think it was very frequent in the 90s because it's much easier somehow maybe to make because the background never move. You just need to animate the character, animate a few pieces of like equipment or things like this. I think it's not as hard as making a Zelda. So I think at least it's what I think because I never made a video game. I just think that some of this background could be drawn very well. The art is beautiful on this one, but I don't think it would take as much time to do a background like this and maybe make like a 30, 40, 50 of them to do the whole game rather than to animate, background like I don't know, in a Zelda or in a Castlevania or things like this. So I think it was simply just easier to make.
Adam, you were gonna say.
About I lost my train of thought. You mean about how simple it is, or why they?
I don't know. I asked Antoine the question, and it's like I heard your voice about to ask something.
Oh no, I don't remember.
So, but Antoine, why haven't there been like you mentioned, right? I remember in the 90s, tons of adventure games. Why has that sort of stopped?
It's because now you have lots of engines where you can just buy the latest Unreal Engine and make a game of your own. I don't know if it's hard, but when you make a game, you want to make money. And point and click, as fun as they are, it's very fringe. And if you go at the E3 and say, "Hey, look at the latest Sam and Max," yeah, that's cool, but I don't care. I have Halo, I have Horizon, I have whatever, I have big franchise. That's gonna be fun. Point and click are gonna be fun too, but it's not gonna interest many people. And okay, that sounds maybe bad, but point and click, you have to use your brain. And there's no shooting, and it doesn't, go everywhere. It's not like, here's my key, look at my key, haha, it moves, and there's a sound and the lights and stuff. No, it's a fixed screen, and you have to resolve solutions. It's nearly like homework for kids. So why would they like it? It's not gonna sell. That's why I would like to see the numbers that Deponia did, because Deponia was a point and click with the art of what was made in the 90s, but very light, like in terms of there you go, very light in terms of enigmas. It was easy. You can finish without solution, no problem. Try to finish Mist without a solution. Good luck. Or Baphomet or Sam and Max, or Sam and Max maybe, but even though it was hard sometimes. But yeah, here they are easier for more casual players. It's just that it's not going to interest many people, like maybe me because I'm nostalgic of this time. But for new players, it's not going to attract them much.
So, Antoine, how do you think they could make adventure games more accessible, or point and click games more accessible, like for 2022, the next generation?
I don't see how
it's
they
not
can
possible.
do that. I don't. It's hard to say. I saw the closest thing, and it's not very close, but I saw Telltale try to make their own version. It's not really point and click, but it's more like narration game. You must have seen the Telltale for what's his name, Star-Lord, Guardian of the Galaxy, which apparently was good. For the zombies, his name,
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. Thank you very much, with Clementine. I'm forgetting all the names these days. So they have made a lot. They have made one with Mission, which was quite boring to be honest, and they have tried, and they had limited success. And I think even these just died out. So you can see some studios trying to do something different, but different doesn't pay that much, and that's sad. Different is for me is really the game or the area, the hunting ground of indie games, indie developing company. AAA company now, they have to do something safe to make money. Each time they are trying to do something different, if it's too different, it's not working much. And that's a bit sad. Because Telltale, it's good. It's nice. And point and click are nice too. I'd like to have some more Deponia type of game.